my crafty friends. NanaKaye here with NanaKayeDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook. How are you doing today? It's a lovely Sunday afternoon in Eastern North Carolina. It's a little dreary outside with the a little bit of rain coming in and out, but to me it's still a lovely day. Mostly lovely because I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am so much better. They finally put me on an antibiotic and some steroids, and it has really helped clear me up so quickly. Don't want to relapse, but I am feeling so much better, and I am so glad to have you here with me today. I hope more people will join us soon, but for right now, I've got a few regular followers, and we are still working on the Teal Tranquility Altered Book. I told you I was going to do most of it on video, so I'm going to hop on, and even though it's not anything that I think is majorly interesting, but it might be, there might be someone that finds some interest in it, so we're going to go ahead and do another video today. It might be just a short one. I have done, like I told you to do, got all the lace on my insert pages, and I did go ahead, I got to put the lace on this one. I did go ahead and see about laying some more down on a couple of the flaps that were left that we didn't make a pocket out of in the very front of the book. Here I'm actually going to cut one of my designs and actually cut it out and put it there. I was going to just keep this picture, but that's a wintry picture, and the book is early spring, so I didn't want to do the winter, so I am going to do that. So that's one thing I've been doing behind the scenes, is making some more pages. So I'm going to show you those real quick. I've only added a few more to the kit, but I've added a few more pages to the kit because I didn't have enough of what was left over after doing the lace on the inserts to finish the book. So I've done some extras, and I'm going to tell you what these are. This is these are double pages, of course, that we're going to cut in half just like these. And I have not stitched any of them, but I will be stitching them and putting lace on them. This is another one I've just done, and to me this one's absolutely gorgeous. I just love this one for some reason. I guess because I love birds. I love nature. This one is another one. A beautiful lady in the frame, behind just doing her writing, her journaling. And then the beautiful mallard duck. They're really, really out and about right now. And then these are my aqua girls or my teal color girls. These are my cute little cutie pies. They're wrapped in that beautiful pearl, I'm trying to look up, in that beautiful pearl frame. These turn out really cute. Then I got a couple of fairies I dropped in that were teal colored. We changed the hue on them. They were different colors, but we changed it. I'll tell you, I honestly reworked those, but these are beautiful fairies. And here's two more of my little girls, and they're in a really light teal colors, or aqua. So these are the ones I've got ready so far. I'm still doing more, but these will get added to the kit in just a little bit, so you can work with them. And I have got something else I'm doing, which I am calling mats. I'm calling them mats because so many times I want to just have something I can make a journal card out of, or a tag. So I have made some mat pages. And how these pages will work is like I'll come in and measure a tag shape and cut these into tags and also journal cards. So these are some mat sheets I've done that I'll be adding to the kit. And that's what the purpose of these are. It's mostly just to use as, cut it out and make journaling cards out of them. My large journaling cards that I'm getting ready to make, we've got to make some large ones. These will be pretty on those. Really too big of flowers for me to make a page out of, but that's strictly up to you if you want to make a page out of the mats. But these are going into the kit also, and I will be doing more of these. This aqua is just turning out beautiful to me. So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. I've got more lace ready to go on the book. So that's all been done. My machine's still sitting right here. This has worked out well for me. I had no idea that I'd be able to put my cutting machine right here. My sewing machine is right here below me. I went to Dollar Tree today and got a good Dollar Tree haul of different trays and all that I can put right here around me. I found the cutest little pegboard set. It is black pegboard that will actually my husband can screw to the wall, and it's got little shelving, and then it had the pegboards were round. So what I'm going to be able to do with those pegboards is I'm going to go drop my glue upside down in front of me so that it's always ready to go. I really was tickled to find out. I'll show it to you when I get it up. But okay, on the book itself, we're getting ready to put the lace on the side. So you can just go ahead and watch me do that, guys. So we're going to put everything else back aside for the time being. And when I get ready to cut some pieces, you'll get to watch. But right now, I'm doing the lace on this edge. Same as we did before. Just I go in and I measure it. And I know right now by measuring so much, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to get cut off. I'm not mistaken. Yes, 5 pieces gets cut off. Grab my little snowman scissors that are really sharp still. All right. And I do kind of trim this edge over here to kind of make it balance with what the other side looks like. That's what you just saw me doing, a little bit of trim work. Glue. I am using Steel Berry Arts. Still my fundamentally favorite glue. And I have used Art Glitter Glue, guys, and it is good. I am not putting Art Glitter Glue down. It is fine. But cost for cost, Berry Glue is cheaper. And I use lots and lots and lots of glue. On my Yoo-Hoo mini sticks, I ran out, so I reordered those again. So I've got my mini sticks coming back in. All right, only glue down the first piece that I put on. Remember, I'm doing these double sides to give me strength. And again, if y'all remember, I am going to that first notch right here, here, and here on this particular die cut, and that's where it's getting laid in the book. All right, guys, I'm going to have to cut off for just a second. My mom and kitties want to come into her kittens. Hold on, please. Well, I was wrong. That was one of my little feral kittens that has decided he's no longer feral. She's no longer feral. She loves me. Now, I'm the only one that can touch her. But that was Ty. We call her Ty. She's Tiger, but easy just to call her Ty. All right, and I've got that glue just a little bit slanted. I'm going to try to pull it. If I can't pull it up, we'll just let it go. But it's, oh, yep, it's going to cut up a little on me. It needs to go down just a tiny hair. Funny how just a little teeny bit can make a difference. But, hey, it went down. We got it. We got it. Okay, in my hand. Oh, gosh, another thing I got from Dollar Tree, guys. They got a whole new craft session that I didn't know they had. And I got some more on Bling Bling, some Apple Bling Bling for this book. And I was able to get a, what you call a bone folder. But it was one, a bone, the thing that makes the creases. I think it's a bone tool, bone folder, whatever. Anyway, I found one that was small. I don't have it right in front of me. And then I found this big bottle of paint for $1.25. So I really got a good haul at Dollar Tree today. I don't normally go, but I did today. All right, we got that side done. So we're going to flip her around. Like I say, this is so far, it's still covering the stitching, but I'm going to come back in with my machine and stitch, and I can stitch on the book. I don't suggest it if you can get the stitching done before you put it in, to go ahead and get it done. But for the sake of trying to get this video done, you guys see and everything, I am trying to get this done. So you'll see the stitching in the final preview. And this book's been sold. I'm sorry to say. It's been sold. So this one's not going to be going up for sale. I can make another one, though. Not bad. I mean, I can make another one if somebody wants one bad enough. And I'll try to make it as close to the same as this one as I can. Of course, you know, no two are ever going to be alike. But don't fret. If you wanted it, there's going to be another one. Now, this is the one that you go in and actually put a little bit of glue on the little loops here, because you're going to want to tie those loops together. You don't want them to gap apart. We're just trying to get strength on this page. And this lace puts pretty looks plus strength. Of course, the book's getting really mighty fat now, so we got to be really careful. We're starting to get an alligator mouth here. Okay. An alligator mouth is the last thing we want in our books, if we can possibly help it. Excuse the noise. My husband's coming in. We had to go get us a new microwave. And I cut that one too short, guys. Do you see that? How did I do that? I don't know, but I did. So I'm going to have to go back and add another little piece on. That does not make me happy, but life goes on. So I'll cut 2. This is how you clear that error. You'll cut 2 off. Do your same. Just trim it up on that edge. Glue the back. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I did cut that one too short. I got to pay attention because I did glue some of these a little bit shorter, trying to eliminate so much of this waste. But that's okay. We're going to get this right back on there, and it's not going to be a problem. Oh, I didn't need to. I only needed 1. I'm not. Oh, I know why I cut 2, because I want to cut and put 1 over the top of that one. I'm not liking the way that looks at all. So we are going to make a little difference here. That's another thing, guys. You just have to decide aesthetically how you want things to look. So I'm having to cut some of this. Maybe not. Maybe I bet it's better off to let it go. I'm trying to cut off those little inner pieces because they're not lining up properly. And I think I got it. I think I was able to do it. I sure was. Okay. So now let's line it up. And that looks much better. I hope I don't piece together another one, though. I don't like doing that. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so now we've got that on. Let it dry a minute. I'm going to flip it down like this to really flatten it out. And gently, because when that glue is wet, they will roll up. So for like a second, I'm just going to be real gentle in that section. So this really does make a really nice, strong edge. And I've not got all these glues as tight as they need to be. It doesn't look like. I see a gap there, and we don't want these gaps. So let's go back and re-glue some of this. And the glue itself, also, as it hardens, that also is what helps make it hard here. So we're going to put a little extra. This one's just being stubborn today. Because I'm trying to talk to my hubby walking in the door, tend to this cat, and talk to you guys too. I'm going to just tell everybody else to bug off. It's our turn, our time. Me and my crafting buddies' it's time. Everybody else needs to leave us alone for right this minute. All right, so that page is done. So we're still going to decorate this page later, so I'm going to do that. Now, I did go off camera. Shame on me. Spank me. Okay, I did do my stenciling off camera because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I've done a little bit of stenciling, and then I used my stamp and just went a little bit like this, just to give me a little bit of blue, teal color around. I will probably still come in with some die cuts, some kind of floral die cuts, maybe some swirls, something right around here. But anyway, that page just had a little bit of writing in the center, so all I did was take one of the pages and cut out. So this is why I'm telling you guys, I print so many of these extra, because I do a lot of little stuff like this, just cutting out. Matter of fact, this size right here would have made a perfect journaling card. So that's where that is. We are on the final prep of this book. Now, somebody, like I say, told you this book is already sold, and the person wanted, where we had put the page in, a little bit of the aqua color. So I have gone back with my sponge and just slightly, I just ink in the edge, and just going back in there and just doing a little bit of that. Doesn't hurt a thing. Like I said, or told y'all earlier, if you wanted to ink it, you needed to ink them before you glued in, and I wasn't going to, but it works out fine even after it's glued in. So, matter of preference or choice. I will take my machine and my book, and I will come in, and I'm going to re-stitch this edge. And the machine stitching will go actually over part of that lace. But anyway, and this is paper lace, guys, not cloth lace. All right, so, and you got to be careful when you're bending your book back and forth. So that's the lace in. Now, our next page, and I'm just going to let you just quickly just thumb through and let you see all the pages, how they turn out so pretty with the lace on them and the different places that we put them in at. There they are. Remember, we've gone in and already folded our pockets, so everything is ready for us to go ahead and do our thing. So let's go. Next page is going to be this one. This is a corner pocket, and I need to put something back in here and something here. So what you decide to do at this point is, I want mostly a decorative page on the flap itself. And on this back, I think I'm going to try to match the background so that you've got matching pages somewhat. Of course, you're going to have something stuffed in that pocket, and you're not going to see that back page. But I have printed extra, and that's what I'm over here in the side over here trying to find a print of this page that I've already done. I feel sure I have, but sometimes my printer misprints or it skips prints, and I don't always have them. So give me a minute, and that's Ty. She's crying a little, but just ignore her, please. Don't think she's loving being pregnant too well. Okay, I think I found the matching page. I did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to put this page into here and cover as much of it as I can. So I slide it in. That's why I told you needed to open it back up. It's not going to go all the way because you got a glue edge there. I go in and I take my pencil, excuse if my head's getting in, I'm sorry. And I'm going to mark where my cut's going to be here. And I'm going to have a cut here. Okay, so that's my page cut. It looks like I really just probably should, is that still in? You know, I just kind of do this just for my own idea to get my page where I want it. And you're probably better off cutting it like that. Get yourself an idea. Because that'll cover the page completely. All right, let's pull our little cutter out. And let's see if we can line it up. Ty, you need to go on and play. See, I'm under my feet. Typical cat wanting to rub all over you. I'm telling you, it does not take me long to train these feral cats, and they get where they get really annoying and they demand attention. And right now, as sick as I have been, oh, my poor husband has really caught it. When I'm sick, I don't want to talk. I don't want you to ask me questions. I don't want you to bother me. But I'll be honest with you, there's been a couple of times that I have almost died. And my poor husband, I think, is just panic-stricken that I am going to leave this world and leave him behind. But that's because the man loves me, and I know it, and I'm very blessed. He's very dedicated to me. But when I am sick, he is constantly, do you need anything? What do you want? And I'm like, I just want to be left alone. Can't you understand? So I have been through 2 weeks of that, guys. So right now, coming over here to chit-chat with you guys is such a break. Love my hubby, don't get me wrong. I love him dearly. Wouldn't trade him for the world. But I just sometimes need this alone time, peace and quiet. I'm about to run out, guys. I got to grab another tube. I go through this glue like crazy. So there's another one of them down. I should have ordered my large ones again. No, I still got like 10 of these left. I'm good on these biggies. I order them in box cases. A lot cheaper to order them by the case. Especially if you got to wait for them. And I'm not sure how well these things would ship in the summertime, so I'm real hesitant not to go ahead and get them right now while the weather's a little cool. So I probably will go ahead and order me another case of this. And I use it a lot, so when I sell a book, I don't make any profit. I go back and I really, most of the time, take what I sell something for and restock my stash. All right, let's slide this in. And guys, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and try to separate the glue completely. That's just me. You can do it however it's comfortable to you, but I want to make sure I got my edges good. I don't want it to stick wrong. It's so much easier just to do it one time than have to sit here and redo it. And bear with me because I am trying to match these corners up, and I don't remember which way I drew the line, so sometimes if you're not gluing the side that you actually measure, I need it all the way at the top, and it doesn't have to be at the bottom. I need it to, cat, get off me. I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to do that outburst. She just scratched my leg. Okay. All right, we're good there. We've got to get this corner. It didn't glue. I'm just going to go ahead and use this to make sure we get it good, because I thought I had put plenty on it, and I evidently did not. But that doesn't matter. That's going to be down into the pocket anyway. Where you really want to make sure you're good is this edge here. It's going to the back of your spine. And again, remember, stay away from the very center of that spine. You do not want bulk there. That's the last thing you want there, especially now that we're really adding the pages back to the book. You can see that it's starting to fatten up, but not as bad as it would have been if we hadn't torn the pages out and done it insert wise. It's a lot thinner than it would have been. Okay, we've got that background done. We'll do the lace next, but I'm trying to, do lace. Now I got to decide what I want here. What do we want there is the question. We don't want to cut a little girl's face off. So if I put her there, I would be cutting off. Let me cut this out. I think this one's probably the one I'm going to use. Not sure. It depends on what's on the other side also. Got to cut as straight as I can. Ty, you're being ugly today, girl. All right, let's see if this little girl is going to work. And you'll see what I mean in a minute, because we're going to have to fold some of her down, and we do not want to cut any of her head off. So we're going to look at it this way. We're going to leave some rim. We're going to leave some rim here. And I'm going to look and see where that's going to fold over, and that one's not going to work. I'm not cutting that much of her head off. Now, I could do it where I can't cut any of the bottom. This one's not going to work. These people and these people are not going to work. It's going to cut too many of my people off. And this one, I'm afraid, is going to cut. I think the duck might be the one we can use. So you see, this is where also I have to pre-plan some of these pages where I leave a lot of graphic away from that edge so that we don't use, well, when I say graphic, I mean my focal away from that edge so that we don't lose it. I'm hoping the mallet's going to work. If not, we're going to set this page aside. I will redesign another page, add it to the kit, and go on about my business. Now, once I've done the book, the kit will be complete. But most of the time, my kits are not, if I'm going to do a tutorial on a kit, my kits are not complete until I complete a book, because like I told you, if I have to add pages, it means you probably need to add pages. Now, see, unfortunately, well, no, not unfortunately, because I can cut a little bit off this back side. So let me do that. Let me trim this and just see if I can salvage that edge of that head. I'm going to cut a little more off this side here, because I do want some of this cream colored edging to show, to balance out with the where we have our inserts at, like this. We want a kind of little balance there. So, if I put him in right about there, if I put that in right about there, and bring it down, I got to have this page bigger. Okay, we're going to lose, I think we're going to lose a little bit of his head. So I can come, we need to go in a little. If I go in, I can't go in but so much. That is the best we're going to be able to do. So let's just kind of crease it and see what we got, guys. This is just my process. This is my process. You do it how you want, but this is my process. Okay, there's where it's going to fold. Okay, well, let's start from the top. Let's do it this way and hope. You know what? I really could leave rim all the way around. I don't want to. That would imbalance my book a little. It's okay if it's okay if some of that pink's going to show too, because it's a pocket. So we could do that. We could. Okay, let's do it this way. And I'm going to see if I can measure where it's going to cut. I'm thinking it's not going to work. I'm going to be so disappointed if I got to stop and make another page. Of course, I can just shrink this page a little too. That's a possibility. But this is how I design, guys. Every day, all day long, this is the way I design my books. So it's always a process when you're starting to work with it now. So we didn't lose our mallard. That looks awesome, guys. And what we can do, we got rim. We got a little bit of rim showing there. We got a little bit of cream showing here. We can come in with the teal, go around it a little bit on that page. I'm thinking it's a little crooked, so I got to try to refold just a tiny bit because it's a little bit, if you see right there, it's a little off. So I'm going to pull it forward and try to straighten it up. We still didn't lose the mallard's head. There, that looks better. That looks better. Look how pretty that is, guys. Isn't that looking good? So there's your pocket. And so now this helps you line the back side so that when you're looking up in the book, you're just going to see the 2 pages. You're not going to see so much of that writing. All right, so it's done as far as I'm concerned. We're going to go ahead and glue. Go ahead and take the step. Let's get it done. Get her done. Guys, I hope what I'm telling you is making sense. I hope I'm not making it more complicated than it is. And it really is. You're going to look at what I do, and it's probably going to, for the first few times, bumfuzzle you. That's the word I use when it means confusing. It's just bumfuzzle you just a little bit. But once you actually get your piece of paper out and you start measuring and doing, you'll understand what I'm doing more, I hope. But look, honestly, I do not mind answering emails if you are confused in any way. I would much rather you email me than leave my site unsatisfied with the tutorial classes that you're getting. I just feel I really want to make sure people take something away from these tutorials. Okay? All right, guys, so that's ready to glue down. All right, once we glue this down, then we'll come in and put our lace. We're going to still put lace on this page. Okay? So, again, this is the glue markings that we have are here and across here. And I do see where I've got a little bit of the duct sticking out here. You don't have to trim if you don't want to, guys, but I do a little bit of trimming. But if you're not real steady with a pair of scissors, don't try this, because that page is brittle and you're liable to cut it just as quick as it can be. So be real careful when you're doing this kind of trimming like I just did there, okay? I have done it a long time, so I'm real familiar. And again, remember when you're gluing the page together, I want you to fill in that little gutter right there where we cleaned out all that paper, because what I do not want you to get when you close your book, I do not want you to see a gap. I want it closed all the way up to this yellow taped line. And just for me, that's just because this looks aesthetically better to me. We will come back and probably stain all this teal colored, but I don't want little gaps in there. And right now, so far, everything seems like it's closing really well there. All right, check your piece on the top. Make sure you've got these corners glued down really well. I use Yoo-hoo, but we're going to come back with the Buried Arts and finish. And then again, I'm going to lay my page as flat as I can get it. And I'm going to come in with my smoother and smooth it. And this helps straighten my page back out too, as you see. All right, so that pocket's done, guys. It turned out to be a beautiful page to me, my opinion. I hope you like it, but it turned out really pretty to me. I'm quite satisfied with that page, that pocket. I got a little bit of gluing necessary right across here. See how easily my little glue stick goes up in there? That's why I love that little tiny tube that Buried Art sends me. Excuse me, I'm having to trim just a little piece right there. And another thing, if you're having just little pieces like this, let me tell you a little secret. You get a fingernail clipper, and you can clip these little tiny pieces. Yep. That way, if you can't get in with the scissors, go get your fingernail clipper and just gently clip. If they're straight across clippers. Now, if they're curved clippers, you need to be careful. But mine are straight across, and I can clip some of that paper right there off. All right, guys. I am going to... Am I not? I'm not going to do it right now. I started saying I'm going to stain that edge, but I'm not right now. I'll stain this edge right here. to match the prior one because, like I said, the person that bought this book wants the edges stained. So I'm just going to come in, and you can see just not a lot. Just put your glue on the edge, then your ink, and just kind of flip that side. And so there you go. So that's stained there. And we're just going to leave it and let it dry. And I think that's beautiful. I love it. Can't wait to figure out what card we're going to go there. Let's dry a few minutes and make sure we get a good seal and go on. All right, the back side of this page, all right, is another page that's going to have a full sheet. We got a really pretty floor over here that I'm probably going to put a flip out or a pocket on the side. But since we had cut our pretty little girl out, got one of them, I don't like the flowers matching that, so I need flowers on the other side. So I need to find the one I cut because I think her flowers are on the other side like that. But I don't like the two flowers. They're not blending for me. And I don't know if I have anything that has those same flowers on it right now. So let me pull out some of the old other sheets that we already worked on and see if we got any that we can turn upside down. I don't have that. Oh, I like this one. But the problem is the stitching is on that side. But you know what? It really doesn't matter. It's just decorative. And then I can come back and stitch this other side too. Oops, I think I just opened my pocket up. Shame on me. Oh my goodness, I stuck my finger right in and pulled the glue apart while it was trying to dry. And I misplaced my glue that quickly. How is that possible? I don't know how I did. Oh, it's rolled over sideways. I didn't misplace it. It's just laying on its side. All right, Barry Arts, you're not doing a very good performance here. You're making yourself look bad. And me too, so stop it. Maybe I just didn't put enough on there. Okay, we'll try this again. Okay. Glue it down again. Let's come in with our smoother and smooth it. See if I get a good seal this time. Sorry guys, I had to wipe that off. And yes, I wiped it off my shirt. My husband's forever getting all of these because I'm always getting glue on my shirt. And he does the laundry, so he does not like glue on my shirts. But life goes on. All right, we're gonna put lace up there so that little bit sticking out is not. If you're gonna put lace on, it really don't matter. I'm just so meticulous, I guess, but I don't like. The page kind of stretched a little. Believe it or not, your paper does stretch sometimes a little bit. But I've trimmed it off even. All right. Hopefully it's going to stay this time. Oh, let's just roll it a little. Make sure it's laying flat on the side we want it to lay on. We want it to lay on. And it's always a good idea probably just press both sides because when you do roll things, sometimes the paper does move, the glue part. So you want to make sure that you're kind of rolling your page about there like that. And making sure that it's going to go back and forth. So that's what I do, okay? It's, again, guys, I cannot tell you enough, it is trial and error. It's not anything set in gold. All right, I like this one that I'm getting ready to show you. Even though the stitching is on the side, it's not going to bother me. I don't think it's going to take away, except the fact that I possibly can just cut the stitching off, which is exactly what we're going to do, because in order to get it to fit on this page, I've got to take about that much off anyway. So guess what? Not a problem. Hey, there's a solution for every situation. And oh my, the rain is now coming down again. Doesn't it sound beautiful? I don't know if you can hear it hitting my tin roof. I have a tin roof. Oh, and it sounds so pretty to me. It's so soothing and peaceful. Okay, I'm going to save this stitching because it's somewhere I want stitching. This is called a stitch'em. We can use this stitch'em on another card or something. Okay, hope that made sense to you. And I could have done the same with this one if I wanted. No, I didn't want the flower on that side. All right, I thought I totally have them confused, you guys. We're 34 minutes into this, and I really don't know how many minutes you guys want to watch me do this crazy mess. All right, let's see. One thing, I got a little bit of shavings there I don't like. My blade on my little cutter is getting very, dull. I really need to go to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find another blade for that machine right there. Oh, did I cut it too much? I did. I cut it too much. My black's going to show. But you know what? We've got a remedy for that too. All right, good idea that it done this, because I'm going to show you how to remedy this problem in just a short few minutes. All right, we're going to go ahead and place it. Of course, I can slide it over because there is going to be a lace there. So I am going to slide it over. The way I'm going to remove this one is I'm going to leave a little here because we're going to have a strip of lace on the front and the back. And that little bit showing is going to get, I think, covered. Let me see. Let's get it down and see. Yep, that's pretty much going to be covered. So we're going to leave a little bit of this page showing because I cut it. By cutting, I cut where the black is showing. I didn't want the black writing to show. All right, well, this one's ready to go in. Nothing complicated about that except getting enough glue on it to hold it down, which I sometimes don't have a tendency to do. But we want to make sure the glue is good, especially around the outer rim. And I'm starting to have to just go over it once or twice to make sure I do. And then I just go back through the center. Doesn't have to be as strong in the center, but you do try to want to get your glue as evenly as you possibly can. And you see me pulling up too fast. All right, now I like the Yoo-Hoo the way we're doing it. For one thing, I can spread glue quickly, and secondly, the Yoo-Hoo gives me time to make adjustments when I mess up. And nobody's perfect, and I know I'll never be perfect. And I, even after 5-6 years of doing this, I still make mistakes, guys, that I have to go back and try to correct. So, all right, see, I got a little bit of black showing, so I need to pull up. You see, that's why I like the Yoo-Hoo, because I can adjust just a tiny bit if I need to, and make sure that everything is done. Now, that page is done. Now, you see how I blended on these two because of the flowers? You don't have to do that. But it does just make the looks of the book much more professional looking to me. And it shows that you have planned. Okay, another little error I've just found when we put the insert tabs looking, I didn't glue this edge really good. So when you find these things, don't ignore them, guys, because you may say, oh, I'll come back later and fix it. You may not even see it when you come back and fix it. So it's better to fix it right then. Make sure you don't have any glue on the outside of your pages so that when you turn it, yeah, I'm using my finger again. I shouldn't be doing that. But, hey, that's, you know, if y'all don't get glue on you, bless you. But I do. I get glue on me. And I do have wipes right here I should be using, guys. I'm sorry. I need to be more professional. But I'm not. I'm just me. I'm just NanaKaye. I'm very unprofessional. I'm professionally unprofessional. How's that sound? I'm being really silly today. Y'all notice I've been really silly the last few times I've been videoing. All right, let's go with our lace. All right. Now, we're going to put lace on the side. And we're going to put lace on the side. Now, when you put the lace on the side, you know we're going in a right good ways. Okay, into that pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and put my piece of lace up here. And I'm going to go ahead and give me just a little mark right here on my top where I can see it. And I'm going to come in on the bottom of that, and I'm going to put a strip of glue, because that's got to get sealed tight to make room for the lace to be on there. So you're not going to want your card, when you go to measure your card, you don't want your card to be beyond these two spots. So our journaling card is going to have to fit in these two areas. So that's another thing. If you're going to be building your own journaling cards to match these things, you got to make sure you're building them so they won't go beyond the two places where the opening is sealed. So I've sealed it here, and I've sealed it here now. Okay? Now I'm going to go back and erase my little pencil mark. Not that you can really even see it, but I can. So, all right, so I've got that down, and I'm still kind of pressing to let my glue have a few more seconds to dry. I'm going to go in here and look at this. And this one I'm going to make sure I cut correctly. So, yeah, I'm going down to 4 because I changed the way I was gluing on top of each other, but that's okay. We got it. Again, guys, when you cut it, you get this little point here. I like to take this point out. Not that you will have the same, you probably won't have the same lace die cut that I have. So, you know, I'm just showing you what I do on mine. But you could have some that have points. So if you can look for a way to even it out where it matches as close to that side as you can, that's all I'm trying to do. Try to make both sides match. That's all. I'm just trying to match everything as well as I can. Then I'm going to lay it on here and kind of look at the last page that had lace on it and kind of get it in that same position. On the first one, you're only going to glue the strip here. And this is with every lace piece that I'm putting down. I'm only gluing a strip here and a strip here because I am not going to glue the scallops yet. And then I do come in here because I do have to have a little bit of adhesion right there above the heart. And I'm putting a little bit of glue on that area. And then that's it. You're ready to, grab my paper again. Keep my desk clean. It's really important to keep that glue up because you don't want to mess your book up. Especially when you get to this stage, it would be a disaster to mess your book up when it gets to this stage. Okay, I always leave a little bit of that in, and I try to line every single one of these little valleys right up against the page. I'm sorry, y'all. Ty is still crying. I don't know what it is that she's wanting. For one thing, she doesn't like this rain. And another thing, she doesn't like being trapped inside this house or the shop. And if the mother cat comes in, she's going to be very angry that any other cat is even in here with her kittens. She's got 5 baby kittens in here, hiding somewhere. I haven't found them. But they're in here somewhere. And my shop is massive, so I have no idea. She could be under any cabinet anywhere in here. All right, kind of look and see if it's even, and it is on the back side. And guys, that page is done with the lacing on now. So you got your pocket ready, your lace on. I am going to open my book, flip it over, and just gently rub. And that just helps kind of flattens it out just a tiny bit more. Oh, Lord, see what I just did? Oh, my goodness. And I can't stand it, so I'm going to have to rip that piece off and put another piece on. Guys, forgive me. But I am just that way. I don't want it to be ugly. So, hey, it only adds a little more strength. So that's what I'm saying. This glue gets really wet, and it really makes a mess if you rub it too hard, and I just did. So I think next time I'm just going to let it sit a little while before I go to rubbing. But you know what? Nobody's the wiser. Tiny rub will kind of press it. I'm going to do a press rub that time. Just a tiny bit. I don't want to mess up. It looks like I messed it. No, what is that? All right, so we're good. Let that alone. Let it dry. We've got to do the back side, and then I think I'm going to call it out on this video. And guys, I am going to cover a couple more pages, especially the simple ones, because you'll know it. Well, we have a visitor, guys. Excuse Ty. She's not being very nice. Get down, baby. And if you scratch me, I'm going to be angry, okay? I apologize. My cat's not usually allowed on my desk. I don't know what made her do that. She must be wanting to go back out that door. So I hate to say it, but give me a second. Let me cut out again and go let her out. Guys, I so apologize because it is a risky business for me to cut this video on and off because this computer has a tendency sometimes not to let me go back. All right, what I was saying is I'm going to put the lace on the back side of this. And I think I'm going to call it a day on this one particular video, 40-some minutes. And I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. I will go ahead and video the things I'm doing, and then I might, if I can learn how to speed up the video when I'm editing it, I will be able to show you all of it, because I promise you I'm not going to do a lot off, and I'm not. I'm going to keep my word. So let's go. I will video it and then I will splice some more videos together. But this is all for this segment. We didn't do a lot. We just really only covered one page, but you get to see the process. You see what I do. I do it on a day-to-day basis, every single day. Several hours a day, matter of fact. Okay, so this one's going to get cut here again. I have really thoroughly enjoyed spending time with you guys, and I have really thoroughly enjoyed doing this particular book. I don't know why this particular journal has been so satisfying, but this has been one of the most satisfying altered books I've done. And I really think it's because I have really just made up my mind that altered book is going to be my niche. Yes, I love the designer journals. Don't get me wrong. I love to be able to just print and fold and be done with it. But I like the covers already being done, and I don't love to do all that stitching that you have to do to get the signatures in. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess is the word. I just started out doing altered books, and I just love them. And honestly, I'm not seeing that many people doing the altered books, so this niche is wide open. And it might be that I've just not found them yet on YouTube. So if you've got somebody else that's doing altered books, send me some links, because I would love to see what other people are doing. I am not seeing that many. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, the only other altered books I'm actually seeing, I am seeing more altered books with people using straight junk, a junk altered book. Is what I'm seeing with them using the old postcards and all that stuff. I'm not really seeing people using the designer kits in the altered book. So I don't know. This is just my niche, just me. I hope you're enjoying it. I am. I hope you'll come back and visit me again. I'm going to wind this up. I am going to start a new video. This one is almost 50 minutes. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe down below. It just helps me a lot. I also ask, if you don't mind, take a few minutes out of 2 or 3 times a week and try to watch one of my videos all the way through. If you don't, even if you don't, just sit there and watch it. Turn it on in your background while you're doing things, and just, hey, if you have to silence me out, fine. But I need to get my video views up. I've got plenty of subscribers. I've got over 1,600 subscribers. But now it's my view hours that I'm working on, and I really need to get monetized as soon as possible, guys. So I am really making that my goal for this year. It's my monetization. And I will appreciate all the help that you can give me. So please like and subscribe. Watch my videos all the way to the end. Please pop in a couple of times a week and watch one of my videos all the way through. And when you like and subscribe, also please make a comment below. The comments I don't mind answering, and it helps people get to know that I am here. I'm not just popping videos up and running on to the next easy project. I am actually answering these video comments, and if you've got things you need, I am getting ready to probably put some more freebies on one of my either my buy me a cup of coffee or my coffee, which is linked to there. Please go join those 2 channels too. Help me with those. If you can donate to me once in a while, that would be nice, $1 or $2 every now and then. And believe it or not, people, I reciprocate. If one of these higher ups donates to me and they've got a video, I usually go back and try to give them $1 if it's possible. You know, so I ask you to at least try to consider donating to some of these people who have coffee if you can. If you enjoy the videos, and this is the only way we can continue to do this, if we have a little bit of a boost from our audiences. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to go back and make the card for this on a video, and I will promise I will put it so you can see it. I promise you I wasn't going to do anything in this book much without you guys being able to see it. So the next video will be me doing this card and probably this mini page here, right here. Of course, I will be making more journal pages for you, so look for those coming up soon too. And the ones I've just done will be in the on the site, hopefully by Monday, which is tomorrow. This is NanaKaye saying thanks for being with me today. I have sure enjoyed your company. I hope you enjoyed mine, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.